iRockRadio, the world headquarters of rock. It is Mike Karolyi with A Day to Remember. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Absolutely incredible.
Who's getting him?
See, I'm not in a band, so I don't know how you guys coordinate things. I'm just a radio guy, you know?
That's nice.
I had good technique?
Yeah, I liked it.
The price is right, like Bob Barker. $1, please, Bob.
All right. So, we just announced iRockRadio presents A Day to Remember at Mohegan Sun Arena on November 8th. That's pretty exciting. So we're happy to be a part of the show. We're happy to be a part of the whole experience that's coming up in the fall. And tell us about not only that show, but that tour and the package you put together for the fall run.
That's our first real run with the new music. So we're putting out a record in November called You're Welcome. And we're excited. Thank you for being a part of launching the thing. So
we're happy to be a part of it.
Very
but the
excited.
Lineup that you're going out on the road with is great as well. So you got I Prevail, you got
Right.
Beartooth, and Can't Swim. Yeah. What a great lineup. So one thing that we have seen is we've seen you guys over the last few years. Our experience is that A Day to Remember show is just so much fun. Like you guys, it's a fun experience to come out and not only just like to celebrate, but your audience embraces your music so like to the heart,
Right.
You know, how can you explain that connection between what you write and translating through to the audience? Like, can you even articulate how whatever you're writing down on paper in your room translates to a kid in Connecticut? Who knows?
It's still mind blowing to even see that connection happen in person, and a lot of this stuff is just art and therapy and things that we do because we love doing it, and to see that it means so much to so many people is kind of insane. It's kind of surreal,
So we're playing the first single off the album that's not even out yet,
Correct.
Degenerates, and it's doing great.
Thank you.
Tell us, how does that single set the tone for the rest of the album?
I don't know that it specifically sets the tone other than like a production standpoint, you know what I mean? Like past albums of ours, like I associate it a lot with our album Common Courtesy, where it had a lot of different places that it went sonically and influenced by different genres, and that really happened on this record as well. So it's like we have a song that fits over here and a song that fits over here, so it's very much every song is on its own little island, you know what I mean? And then they're all tied together by that A Day to Remember formula that people are used to. Mm-hmm. So it's like a new take on the A Day to Remember formula. So we're pretty excited about it.
So, we were talking a little bit about the show and how it's a celebration, it's fun, but I also like the way that you guys, I've been going to shows for a long time. I know I'm an old guy. So my first show was 1977, Kiss at Madison Square Garden.
That's
so
pretty good one.
That's a good one. My mom took me. So
Madison Square Garden, no
yeah,
less. Wow.
I know. Of all places, right? That's the place to go.
Starting small, I see.
Yeah, I'm just calling it now.
So I'm curious about that because when we go see you play, and like I said, I've seen everything. You guys seem to bring new innovation and new ideas to the live show as well. How much time, planning, and thought goes into that?
Oh, I mean, the crazy part about doing this as like what you do full time is it never stops. So like when the moment that you're done like working on a song or something, you leave and you're thinking about what you're doing live, and you're thinking about the next place you're gonna go and how you're gonna set up the stage and how you're gonna reinvent that live show, and it's always constant, all the time. When we leave here, we'll probably talk about it on the way back to the room. We'll probably talk about. I mean, it never ends. It's awesome. It really is. It's an awesome way to be creative in that sense, because it never stops.
So far we've been talking about the show we just announced, November 8th, Mohegan Sun Arena, A Day to Remember, I Prevail, Beartooth, Can't Swim. And we've been talking about a lot of the stuff coming up, the new album,
Right.
You're Welcome. But I would be remiss to not mention where we're standing. We're in the Worcester Palladium.
Right.
In Worcester, Massachusetts. And even in our area, we're from Connecticut, but we go to upstate New York, we go to Massachusetts. There's something special about certain venues.
Right.
And even to us as fans sitting in the audience, we know the Worcester Palladium is special. What does this building venue mean to you guys?
It's kind of amazing, honestly, because we did For Those Who Have Heart. We came to watch a show here. We saw it in the small room, wherever that is. I don't know where we're at in the thing, but
right down there.
It was like
hallway.
Job for a Cowboy, Casey Strain. Came and watched them, and then we walked in here and we walked and sat up there, and we were like, man, this venue is massive. This is such a magical place. Like you saw New England Medical Hardcore Festivals here and all that kind of stuff. And so it was always important to us to come and play here, and then to be able to come and, I don't know, it's magical. This place is amazing, and we're happy to be here.
So this is also being filmed during the self-help festival that's going on, and was this a destination that was an automatic, like you had to play the Worcester Palladium, even though it's the outside where more people can come in?
Absolutely. When it got brought up to do it around here, that was the thought process. Like, there's so much history with the band here, and this place specifically, going to shows here while we were playing or we were recording that record, and it's just crazy.
Looks nicer now, though.
We
doesn't it?
saw He Is Legend and I Killed the Prom Queen here. I remember I didn't get to go to the show, and I was pissed because I had to track that night. Everybody else got to go. I was pissed. So, yeah, never forget, man. A lot of good times in this area.
That's cool. Well, thank you for giving us your time in this venue, and when you come to Connecticut to play Mohegan Sun Arena in November, we appreciate it, and we wish you nothing but great success from here forward.
Thank you.
You got it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
A day to remember with iRockRadio, the world headquarters of rock.